Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video where we are working on the game animation sample. So far we set up a sword weapon where we can also hit enemies. So that looks good. There's been a lot of questions about inventories and other weapons and stuff, so I'm gonna set up another weapon as well. And this time we will add a gun, I believe, just so that we have some kind of ranged option and I can show you how to set up different example weapons and so on. We'll see. I probably won't do a proper inventory. I might do like a simple inventory or something. They quickly become complicated, but I want to stick to as much gameplay as possible. We will see where it goes. But I have these two poses for guns that I set up. Either you use your own animations or you can make your own. If you want to make your own, the way I did it was just I copied one of the idle poses. So let's say this one. Just open it up, reduce it to one frame by right-clicking here, remove from the frames you want to remove. Oh, that didn't work. Remove from frame 1 to the last one. There we go. Now it's still on. There we go. Now it's probably only one frame. That's fine. It's 1 or 2 frames. Doesn't really matter. Then you just select the bones that you want to and keyframe them to the position that looks reasonable. It can take a while to get it to look nice, so I'm gonna do the lower arm here. There we go. Actually, and then the right side. Left side, I mean. Something like this. You see, there we have pretty much a gun pose again. Then you just select one of the bones and keyframe it. So there we go. Very similar. It takes a while to get it to look good. You have to just set it up the way you want to. What do you see? The principle is very simple. That's how you make a new pose. I'm gonna use these two that I already set up. So let's set up a gun. And I have these models. These are free models. Let's see. It's this low poly weapons, light. I'm gonna post the link in the description as well. You can just use them or use whatever model you want to. But I'm gonna use this gun. So let's search for our master weapon and create a child blueprint class. And then just rename it to BP, pistol or gun or whatever you want to. Then open the blueprint. And in here, just set the equipment mesh to be the gun mesh that you want. This won't need any attack montages right now. So now we have our gun. We also need to add a socket to our skeleton for the actual gun. Because we have this equip sword, right? So I'm gonna add socket, equip pistol, add, what was it called? Copy the name of the mesh just so I have it, and then add preview asset here. And then align it so it looks decent. Something like that maybe. Perfect. Now we go to our data table. And we need to add another row for it. So I'm just gonna duplicate the sword row, rename it pistol, and fill in the values. BP pistol is the actual equipment weapon. The equip socket is equip pistol that we just set up. And the overlay is no longer sword. So let's add a overlay as well. So you open the enumeration we had from before, just add a new enumerator and name it pistol. So now we need to actually go into our animation blueprint, I believe. Exactly, because we have none. So let's also add one for pistol. Let's set it to pistol by default just to look so we can see how it looks. And the animation we want here is the pistol. Yeah, the gun that you want to use. But the sword, as you can see, we only had the clavicle right here. So for this, I'm gonna do spine 03 maybe. And I'm gonna do 1 as the blend value. And there we go. So let's reset this to none. Then we, in our component, am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Perfect. In our component, we now need to set up a key binding for it as well. We have the input graph here. So since before we have this on 1, we equip the weapon. So we add another key for 2. And this time it's pistol. That means we're gonna go through here. We're gonna find a new data table with row, which will be the pistol. So the pistol details will be set here, which means the weapon overlay will now be pistol. The equipment actor spawned will be the pistol instead. And the socket name will now be equip pistol. So let's see if that works. We have 1, 2. Seems like it works. It does look a little... Oh, sorry. It does look a little bit weird. It's not the best pose. Probably you will get a better result with actual good animations. I'm probably gonna tinker around a little bit with this to make it look a little bit nicer. Actually, let me pause and do that. Might take a while. Alright, there we go. I am back. I made some changes here as well. Because if this is 1, the spine blend, there's a chance that it looks pretty stiff. This actually looks alright. Yeah, you have some options here. You barely have to blend this if you don't want to. Spine 8, yeah, okay, that's what I mean. So, if you could just do this. So if you don't blend at all, since it's a gun, I mean, you could run with a gun in one hand, right? This doesn't look too bad. Kind of works. If you want to blend it, you can do something like with this one, I just blend the clavicle right and clavicle left to 1. That looks okay. That also works. And yeah, you can also do something like a little bit more up. Yeah, just inspiration. You do you. You do whatever you want, whatever you think looks good. This also works. I think this one looks a little bit better with the turning. But yeah, you do whatever animation you do. That's just how it works. I'm just gonna leave this. Actually, I'm gonna remove this because I don't want to use it. I'm gonna do like this and keep both of them. Call it pose pistol down, pose pistol up. And then I have an aim pose as well, as you can see here. So by default you have a little bit of an aiming camera behavior in this game, right? So we just need to change the pose and change a little bit more, and then we need to add some shooting as well. I'm just gonna stay here, I think, for this video, and we'll set up the actual aiming in the next video. To keep it short and simple and easy to follow. But yeah, I think that's looking decent already. So yeah, let's just stick with that. I will see you in the next one.